Hello, everybody. It's Richard here once again. And today I have a creative writing exercise for you. This is a little bit different to my normal videos. I'm going to take you through a series of exercises, and hopefully you'll end up with a poem and a story. I'm creating this session in honor of the festival of Diwali. Whenever I am asked to tell a story for Diwali, I always end up telling a story about light. So I've taken this as the theme of this session. It's the theme of light, which is so important to us. Light in so many different ways enters into our lives and makes our life possible. So today we're going to do some creative writing about light. Now, this video involves stopping the video at different times and doing some writing and then starting the video again. So it may be an idea just to watch it all the way through once, just to get an idea of what it's all about. Or if you like surprises, then just start and see where it takes you. Get a pen or pencil and some paper, and let's get going. So, light. How many different sources of light can you think of? Make a list. There's gold, there's the sun, the moon, a mirror, a lamp, a heart. Even hearts can radiate light. Eyes can radiate light. A fire, a diamond. I'm sure there are many other things you can think of. What I want you to do is to make a list and then to describe how each object creates light. Use some different verbs. Light radiates or gleams or shimmers or shines. Stop the video now and make a list, and then I'll show you the list that I made. So, have you done it? Here is the list that I came up with. The sun shines, the moon radiates, a mirror glints, a flame seethes, an eye gleams, a diamond winks, the gold blazes. Their hearts were glowing. If you made a list like that, you've almost written a poem already. I think you could almost call that a poem. You could read it out. Maybe you have to put the sentences in a different order to get a different feeling as you read it out. But that's a great start. You've written a poem about light. Now let's create a story. I'm going to show you some pictures, and I want you to describe the scene in each picture. Use beautiful words, describe the light, and create a story. Very important, don't worry where the story is going as you're making it up. Just write it first. Pause the video after each picture and write something down, and then start the video again. So I'm going to show you each picture now. Describe this scene. Describe the light. Tell me who's in this place and what are they doing? Stop the video to give yourself time to write things down and then start it again. Now here's the next picture. What's this? Where is this? What's it doing in this story? Now the next picture. What is this? There is some mystery at the heart of this story, and this gleaming impression somehow is connected to the mystery. How does this play a part in the story? Stop the video again and do some writing. And now this, something is happening. Something has happened. What? How can this be part of the story? Stop the video and think, imagine. What's going on here? How can you bring this into the story? And finally, who is watching? And what happens next? Whose eye is this? This is the last part of the story. Stop the video and write down how it finishes. Now, you've done some writing. Just look at the lines you've written. Read them aloud. It may be you have a complete story, but maybe you don't. Maybe you've got lots of ideas. Perhaps you need to do a rewrite. Perhaps you need to polish the story until it gleams. Let me show you these pictures again. And as you go through the pictures, read your story and see if any new ideas come into your mind. Are you ready? Maybe you can improve the story as you read it. So it's time to go back to the first picture. Read what you've written. And now the next one. What did you write about that? And now the next one. What was this? And now this one. How did this come into the story? And this at the end. Who was this? And how did it finish the story? If you have to, stop the video as you go through those pictures again. And then go back and polish the story. By the time you've done that, you will have done some great work today. You've written a kind of a poem about light, and you've written a story in which light plays such an important part. Just to show you what I did, I'm going to read you the story that I made as I went through those pictures. Here we go. This is what I started with. This is the writing I did to begin with. A splay of sunlight pierced the trees. The flame was glowing softly in the darkness. The gold spangles shimmered. The torches smouldering. The eye twinkled. And then I began to turn it into a story. Here we are. It was a bit more writing. I'll read it out. A splay of sunlight pierced the trees. The explorers moved cautiously along the path in the early morning. They noticed something in the depths of the forest, a flame glowing softly in the darkness. What lay next to it? A box. The explorers opened the lid. Gold spangles shimmered inside. Gold, diamonds, treasure. The torch, smouldering nearby, suddenly flared. Something stirred. Something opened its eyes. It was a dragon. It lifted its great head and its eyes twinkled with pleasure. How happy it was! Someone had finally taken the gold. Now, at last, it could fly away. The dragon spread its wings and flew. The explorers stood silently in wonder, watching the great creature flying higher and higher towards the rising sun as the radiant morning filled its heart with delight. So there we are. There is light, glimmering, shining, always for us, inspiring us to write poems and stories. And I hope today you've got some inspiration. You can always go back over this video and stop it at the right moment. You can spend as much time as you like creating a poem and creating a story. But I wish you good luck with all your writing, and may the light of imagination always burn brightly. Until the next time, thank you for participating, and goodbye.